In today's tutorial, I'm really excited to show you yet again another technique that you can use with your Seint makeup. So my Seint makeup is coming from this one compact that is one of our newer compacts. It's a hard case. I absolutely love it because how it protects my cream makeup that is all in one place. No more digging through a makeup bag. Everything's right there at my fingertips, allowing this mom who's busy on the go to achieve a makeup look every single day in a matter of minutes. So I want to show you this one technique where I'm going to apply my makeup in one layer, including my blush, and then I'm going to just blend as I go, and it's going to be a very easy, effortless look to my makeup that I can achieve in a matter of minutes. Check it out. For today's application technique, I'm going to be mainly using this one brush. This is the 3D brush. It's our best-selling brush because it's user-friendly. It's a great brush to start out with. You can do your entire face with just one brush from Seint, and so I love the 3D brush for that reason. I'm going to be mainly using the bunny end tail of this brush. It does give medium coverage. So depending on how you like your makeup is going to depend on the Seint brush that you are using. Some of our brushes give maximum coverage. Others give a very light look, such as an airbrush effect to your makeup. There is no right or wrong order to add your products onto your face. Some people do their eye makeup first and then move on to their foundation and all the other things. Some people will even do bronzer first. I'm just gonna show you just yet again, one way to do your makeup. That's the beauty in this, is that you can just have fun and find different ways to apply your makeup that works for your needs and your schedule and so forth. So I'm really going for a one layer makeup technique today. And that means I'll be using a lot less product, which stretches my budget because my makeup lasts longer, as well as it's not going to emphasize the texture on my skin as much. No matter what makeup brand you're using, if you're layering and layering your makeup, you are emphasizing your texture of your skin. And so that is going to make you look a little older. So if you want to make sure you have the most beautiful effect to your makeup, I highly recommend playing around with your compact and really trying to apply a one layer application and see what it does for you. The first color that I'm going to go into is my contour. So in this compact, my contour is right here. It's brown. You can always look in the back of the tins and see the name on it, and so you can see which one is your contour. I'm using the bunny end tail of the 3D brush, and I'm just going to start to apply my contour where I want to add dimension. I like to just apply a little bit of contour up here, my forehead, temple to temple, and I'm doing that because it's going to give me coverage. My contour is part of my 3D foundation with Seint, as well as it's going to give dimension. So it is going to help my forehead look slightly smaller and thus creating more focus on my eyes. You just take the brush, you dip it into the cream, and then you stipple it on like so. So now I'm going to build some cheekbones by applying contour on my cheekbones, so that way my face looks a little bit more lifted and sculpted. So it doesn't have to look perfect because we're still going to keep blending. You want to keep that contour nice and high in the cheekbone where the cheekbone starts and stops. You can start it right here or you can start it here. I just like to keep it nice and high. That is really going to emphasize that shadow that you have naturally there, so giving you a more lifted look to your face, making you look thinner. And the fourth final place that I'm going to add my contour, because I count this as 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, is along my jawline, earlobe to earlobe. That's just going to hide a little bit of double chin and give it more of a structured look. We are going for that one layer makeup look. So the next color I'm going to add is my bronzer. So I don't need to layer anything on top of the contour in there. So I'm going to keep using that bunny end tail of the 3D brush and go into my bronzer. My bronzer looks very similar to my contour since it's cream as well as being brown, but it is a different science to it. It is going to warm my face up. My contour gives shadow and emphasizes that dimension. My bronzer equals warmth, and it's just gonna make me look like I've been out in the sun a little bit longer. As somebody who's a little bit fair, I love adding bronzer no matter what type of makeup look I'm having or no matter what time of year it is. We offer 4 shades. I'm using using Tanlines. It is our lightest color and it is a really great universal bronzer to apply. So I added my bronzer in the middle of my forehead, so directly underneath the contour up there, and then on top of the contour on my cheekbone, so nice and high, just really warming my face up. You can also add your bronzer on your neck so that your neck and face match up. You can also add it right here on the bridge of the nose if you would like. I tend to not do that because I like to contour my nose a little bit more, but that is an optional place you can add it and it looks really, really pretty. So this technique today is a little different. I'm going to go ahead and add my blush now. So our blushes are all creams. They're called Lip and Cheek. We have 3 different finishes, a satin finish, a gloss finish, and a semi-gloss. We have a lot of different colors, and so you can have a lot of fun. You can mix them up. They function as a versatile product that I love because it's just really nice to have it in your compact, or you can also take it in your purse on the go so you can touch up your lips if you want throughout the day. So I'm going to use this pink color, pink grapefruit, on my cheeks as a blush, and I'm just going to continue to use that bunny end tail. I'm somebody who tends to be a little bit more red in this region, so I don't have to go really crazy when it comes to my blush application. One tip I recommend is keep your blush a little bit higher. That way it continues to lift the face and draw the eyes upward. And you can always add your blush towards the end of your application. I'm just showing you today where I'm applying my blush right there and I don't have to put it on top of any foundation. I'm going to switch brushes just because for my makeup needs today, I need a little bit more detailed work, but you can certainly continue to use the 3D brush for the products that I'm about to show you. So I have a few areas on my face that are definitely missing some makeup. There are areas where I need just a little bit more coverage and so forth. So I'm going to move on to my highlights. So I have a main highlight and I have an accent highlight. They're both creams. They're thin creams that are going to move with your skin and give you natural looking coverage. My main highlight is matched to my skin tone as best as possible, and that's why I recommend you get color matched by me, and I will help recommend the best color for you. And then my accent highlight is just a few shades lighter, and it is going to replace my concealer. So I have made a big point in telling you that I am a big believer in less is more when it comes to not layering your makeup. If you're somebody who has dark circles underneath your eyes and you're going to be brightening underneath there, sometimes the level of darkness underneath the eyes is so intense that it is really hard to truly make sure we're brightening underneath the eye without emphasizing texture. So I'm just going to show you a little trick that I have with this shade of highlight called Mango. Mango is a great color corrector that you can pop in your compact and color correct underneath your eyes to really get the best amount of coverage possible. I'm going to just take this brush. This is our blend brush. So this is the one that gives the lightest coverage. I'm going to take the smaller end of the blend brush and just tap Mango highlight underneath the eyes very softly. The orange in this shade of our foundation is really going to help with counteracting the level of blue that I have underneath the eyes to really help when I apply my concealer on there. You can also use these types of color correcting tricks to color correct areas that you may have, such as if you've got a friend, like a breakout right there, or the one I have on my nose. That way, when you go to put your highlight on, it's really going to help. It might seem a little confusing since I told you, don't layer your makeup if you can try, but if you need to color correct and then put something on top of that, that is certainly okay. That's just going to really help because sometimes we have hyperpigmentation that really needs to be addressed before we go in with something to finish our look. I'm going to move on to my main highlight and just start to continue to fill in the gaps. I'm going to use the bigger end of the blend brush and just tap right into my main highlight and just start to lightly apply that where I don't have any makeup. Some areas that I added my main highlight was right here on my forehead, underneath where I put the bronzer, on my nose, around my nose, and my chin. So you'll know where you want to put your main highlight based on where you feel like you really need coverage. Now I'm going to switch ends to the smaller end of the blend brush and go into my accent highlight, which is just replacing my concealer, and I'm going to add it to the areas that I have no makeup. And that's just going to really help brighten certain particular areas on the face to really bring them forward. Some areas that you could apply your accent highlight would be in this T-zone to really brighten it up, underneath the eye in the inner corner and outer corner. I barely have to apply any product there since I color corrected earlier. And then some additional optional places you could apply your accent highlight would be the middle of your upper lip, chin, and underneath the line here, your contour line. That really just emphasizes the contour line right there. So I definitely would say that I need to blend just a little bit more. So one tool that I'm going to certainly recommend that you always use in your makeup routine, even if you're using a light application brush like I was, is our Perfector sponge. So I get my Perfector sponge nice and wet, squeeze the excess water out, and then when you just tap it very lightly on your makeup, it's just going to help to continue blending it, pushing the cream in, and most importantly, getting any excess product off of your skin. So that's just going to mean that it's like an insurance that if you apply too much cream on your face, it will take a little bit of it off. That way it doesn't look so cakey, which cream makeup won't look cakey on your skin. But the one mistake you could make with this makeup is applying too much. And so this is going to guarantee that you don't do that. After you're done using your Perfector sponge and blending your makeup, you can set your makeup. So I like to set my makeup by spraying our setting spray. And then if you have oily skin, I'm going to recommend that you use a little bit of setting powder in the areas that you tend to be a little bit more oily, because it could make you look a little shiny, which of course dewy is in, but not shiny. Additional things you can add to your makeup when you're done is, of course, some eyeshadow, some lip color, a little bit of illuminator. I do have my eyeshadows right here in the middle of my compact. We have over 80 different colors. I have a lot of different eyeshadow looks that I show, especially on my Instagram page, Seraphique with Sarah. But I threw on these eyeshadow colors today from my compact. And then I did add some lip liner that we have here, our suede lip liner, and then Ibiza, which is one of our lip and cheek shades that you can use as a lip color. And that completes my makeup look. So today's technique was just one of many different ways to apply your Saint makeup. When you want to get started with Saint, all you have to do is complete my color match form. You can always reach out to me or find my color match form on my YouTube page or on my Instagram bio. And then I'm going to send you a color match that's customized to your makeup needs, your preferences, and your skin tones, and then walk you through why I recommend the colors that I do. And then we'll talk about different ways that you'd like to apply your makeup, and I'll help you out. I promise you, there's a little learning curve in the beginning, but once you get adjusted to the makeup, you will not look back. It is amazing. You can do your makeup in a matter of minutes with everything in one place, and you will have this look about your makeup that you've never had with any other brand. I guarantee it, because of it being a high-end cream that you can actually afford. So I hope you enjoyed this makeup technique today, and I want to thank you for watching, and I hope there's something that I can help you with when it comes to achieving your makeup routines and helping you feel more beautiful and more confident.